Hi, my name is Chris Erskine. I'm an urban landscape artist, and welcome to Art Post 44. So, as I've been focusing on for the last few weeks, I'm looking at cemeteries and our relationships to those cemeteries and how they affect the landscape. Cemeteries are one of those places that if you don't visit, it doesn't really have any meaning to you. So how you define your relationship to the past and whether you value relatives or family that have passed away, if that still has meaning for you, then the particular landscape changes in meaning and value. So I've been looking at that and using first the examples of the early settler cemeteries that populate Hamilton. There's actually quite a bit. I didn't realize the extent of settler cemeteries. And these are essentially family plots put by farm families on their property. And the interesting thing about these is that as long as the settler families were on the land and maintaining it, it had value to them and it was upkept. It was, the cemeteries were kept up and maintained and protected from vandalism. But as the families either sold off the property or moved away, then they became neglected and then exposed to vandalism or to being sold and developed over. Sometimes the grave sites were completely forgotten. Sometimes the sites were transferred to church or public cemeteries, and so they may or may not continue to exist. And so cemeteries in a very physical, real way define our relationship to a particular part of the land and to our sense of history and whether the history is important to us. And it's a very interesting feature of cemeteries. If you never go to it, then it has no meaning to you, then why keep them? But, and it's only by visiting a cemetery actually that it defines, you define your relationship to it, whether you're going for peaceful walks or whether you're going to visit the deceased family members or are you looking for historical important people. That act of visiting and being in the presence of that particular landscape is what gives it meaning. Reading about it or seeing photos about it are still not the same thing as actually being there. So that's what I've been trying to do for the last week or so, is go around and give you a sense of what's out there and the impact and the relationship. In the next few weeks, what I'll do is look at church-based cemeteries and then public cemeteries. The prime example being Hamilton Cemetery, being one of the oldest in Canada. So that's what I've been up to, and I hope you're enjoying it. Thanks for dropping by. I do appreciate all the positive comments and that I get from people, and the retweets, and please keep it up. And if there's anything you're interested in or questions, I had a few on this already from people, I'd be more than happy to answer it. So thanks a lot. Take care. Bye.